Ladies and gentlemen, if you're a lover of culture, art and travel, then you won't want to miss this exciting story. Recently, a delegation from Mongolia visited the state of Kuwait to promote Mongolian culture and to showcase some of the unique and beautiful traditions of their country. The delegation included musicians, dancers and artists, all of whom captivated audiences with their performances and demonstrations. But that's not all. The visit was also an opportunity for the Mongolian government to promote the Welcome to Mongolia campaign aimed at boosting tourism and investment in the country. In addition, a business forum was held which brought together representatives from both Mongolia and Kuwait to explore new opportunities for trade and investment. This visit was truly a celebration of culture, art and economic cooperation between the nations, and we are thrilled to bring you the full story. So sit back, relax and stay tuned. In recent years, there has been a growing interest in the promotion of Mongolian culture on the international stage. As part of this effort, a delegation of artists and performers from the Mongolian Grand Theatre of National Arts recently traveled to the state of Kuwait to showcase their talent and share their cultural traditions with audiences in the Middle East. The Mongolian delegation arrived in Kuwait after visiting Qatar, where they had already made a strong impression on audiences with their performances of traditional Mongolian music and dance. The invitation to visit Kuwait came from the National Council of Culture, Arts and Literature of the State of Kuwait, which was keen to host a delegation from Mongolia in order to promote greater cultural exchange between the two countries. The Mongolian delegation's journey to promote their culture and foster economic cooperation didn't just include Kuwait. They also spent 4 days in Qatar before arriving there. During their time in Qatar, the delegation had the opportunity to showcase Mongolian art and culture in a variety of ways, likely including musical performances, dance exhibitions, art displays, and more. This visit would have allowed the delegation to connect with the people of Qatar and share the unique and beautiful traditions of Mongolia. After their successful visit to Qatar, the delegation continued on to Kuwait, where they continued their cultural exchange and economic cooperation efforts. The visit included a range of performances, including those by musicians and dancers from the Mongolian Grand Theatre of National Arts, as well as a fashion show and opera singing. In addition, the Mongolian government took the opportunity to promote their Welcome to Mongolia campaign aimed at boosting tourism and investment in the country. The visit also included a business forum that brought together representatives from both countries to explore opportunities for trade and investment. As part of the Mongolian delegation's visit to Kuwait, a business forum was held to promote economic cooperation between the two countries. The forum was co-organized by the Mongolian National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the National Chamber of Commerce and Industry of Kuwait, and the Embassy of Mongolia to the State of Kuwait. The Mongolia-Kuwait Business Forum was held in Al-Kuwaiti at the National Chamber of Commerce and Industry of the State of Kuwait, which brought together a delegation of Mongolian business leaders representing various sectors of the economy. The delegation was led by His Excellency Sirikling, the Ambassador of Mongolia to Kuwait, and Mr. Otwair, the Foreign Policy Advisor to the President's Office. The Mongolian delegation included representatives from a range of industries, including agriculture, such as meat, dairy products and pine nuts, mining, tourism, cashmere, and the petroleum sector. The aim of the forum was to foster greater trade and investment ties between two countries and explore opportunities for cooperation. Mongolia's economy depends on the mining sector. The years of the pandemic made us realize the importance of diversifying the economy. The Ministry of Agriculture and Forestry has made a conclusion that the urgent development of non-mining exports, processing and exporting in Mongolia with added value will increase the average household income in a short period of time. Our non-mining exports are pine nuts, meat, which are the most exported agricultural products. It is advisable to create a system that develops these three at a low cost. Otherwise, the income from mining will be unevenly distributed and the gap between the rich and the poor will widen. As for how to increase the average household income in the shortest possible time, we are working to advise the government on the strategy of developing our own agricultural products and developing our food and light industry sectors. Arab countries buy our products at high prices. In particular, Mongolian meat and nuts are exported from Mongolia to China at low prices and without registration. During the forum, the Mongolian delegation showcased their country's rich natural resources, investment opportunities, and business-friendly environment. The Kuwaiti business community expressed interest in exploring opportunities for investment in Mongolia's mining sector, as well as in the agriculture and tourism industries. The forum was seen as a positive step in strengthening the economic ties between Mongolia and Kuwait, with both sides expressing their commitment to enhancing bilateral cooperation. It is hoped that this forum will lead to increased investment and trade between the two countries and provide a platform for further business engagement in the future. Mongolia is starting to pay attention to the Gulf countries. The Mongolian president believes that it is necessary to advance the relations with the Gulf countries to a different level within the framework of foreign policy. These countries are very special. In terms of communication, interpersonal communication is preferred, and Gulf countries also have many years of history and rich heritage. They are proud of their history, and they are special countries. Mongolia has a long-standing relations with Kuwait. Through the Kuwait Fund, Kuwait has been providing various types of support to Mongolia. We organized economic forums in Kuwait and Qatar. Also, the Chamber of Commerce and Industry came with representatives of 30 companies and met with Qatari and Kuwaiti individuals to exchange opinions on the agriculture and food sector. It is also one of the 3 national movements promoted by the President, the Industrial Revolution. The forum provided an opportunity for business from both countries to explore potential trade and investment opportunities. It included presentations on the economic and investment climate in Mongolia, as well as discussions on potential areas for collaboration between two countries. These included infrastructure development, mining, renewable energy, and agriculture. It is sold at high prices from China to Arab countries and other developed markets. We have to open direct outlets where we sell our products at high prices. During the business forum held in Qatar and Kuwait, the suggestion is made to buy Mongolian meat in Kuwait for $7. However, we are exporting to China for $2 to $2.5 without any registration. If there is such a possibility, we can export the meat at a high price by supporting the investment and processing it according to the international standard. Then we can sell fewer animals at a higher price, and it is not necessary to increase the number of animals to make money, but it is possible to increase the income by increasing the productivity of the animals and increasing the processing. That's why it's important. In particular, Kuwait is a country that supports Mongolia in many fields and has the closest relations among the countries of the Arabian Peninsula. There is no Mongolian who does not know Kuwait. However, we did not offer a response or cooperation equivalent to this assistance. Today, the Embassy of Mongolia in Kuwait and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Mongolia held an important event in the direction of expanding the mutually beneficial economic and trade environment to compensate for the many years of lack of understanding and lack of cooperation. In addition, the Mongolian National Chamber of Commerce and Industry signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the National Chamber of Commerce and Industry of Kuwait to promote greater cooperation between two organizations. The memorandum includes provisions for regular meetings between two organizations, as well as the exchange of information and the organization of joint events. Overall, the business forum was a successful event that helped to promote economic cooperation between Mongolia and Kuwait. By bringing together representatives from the private sector in both countries, the forum created a platform for exploring new business opportunities and building stronger ties between the nations. It's clear that the Mongolian delegation's visit to Kuwait had a broad focus, including both cultural exchange and economic cooperation, and the business forum was a key part of this effort. Don't miss the next episode of our series as we continue to follow the Mongolian delegation's visit to Kuwait. In this episode, we will delve deeper into the delegation's cultural activities as they showcase the rich and vibrant traditions of Mongolian art to the people of Kuwait. We will bring you exclusive behind-the-scenes footage from the delegation's performances by musicians and dancers from the Mongolian Grand Theatre of National Art, who will take the stage to dazzle and enchant audiences with their dynamic and captivating performances. We also bring you a glimpse of the fashion show by Queen Model Agency and designer Mukhtitsyk, who will present a stunning showcase of Mongolian fashion, blending traditional styles with modern influences to create something truly unique and memorable. And that's not all. We'll introduce you to the opera singer Ahwai Ringholt, whose soaring voice and emotive performances are sure to leave a lasting impression on audiences. Plus, we'll showcase the exquisite paintings by Mongolian artists Cholonbatar and Olambayur, who will take you on a visual journey through the stunning landscapes and rich cultural heritage of Mongolia. So if you want to experience the rich and vibrant traditions of Mongolian art, be sure to tune in on our next episode as we bring you exclusive access to the delegation's cultural activities in Kuwait.